Hey guys, so I'm making a short little video today about how to decrease pain in your knees when it comes to things like arthritis, mobility issues, or any kind of knee pain in general. It's kind of hard to exercise when you have knee pain, and I do have to help a lot of my clients get past some of this knee pain and not only find other exercises that they can do instead, but also to give them stretches and exercises particularly for their knees so that they can strengthen them and reduce the pain that they're having. One of the biggest questions that I get is, how do I work out when my knees hurt? I can't do squats, I can't do lunges, I can't kneel on the floor. What can I do? I can't jump around, or that high impact stuff hurts. What am I supposed to do? I feel like I can't do anything. The key here is to strengthen the muscles that support these major joints. Like your knee, you've got your quads on the top, your hamstrings underneath here, and your calf muscles. Strengthening the muscles that surround your knee will help support your knee, and over time will decrease your pain, give you better range of motion, and allow you to do those exercises that you had trouble doing before. The following exercises and stretches I'm going to demonstrate for you are going to strengthen the muscles that support your knees. It's also going to keep the muscles around your knees loose so that they're not pulling on that knee joint. One of the biggest reasons why you want to strengthen the muscles that surround your joint is because when your muscles get weak, which they will when you avoid doing exercises that affect your knees, those muscles will start to get weak. And when that happens, your joints become unstable. It starts to throw off your balance, and that just invites additional pain when you exercise. One of the best ways to strengthen your quads is to do quad extensions. So you're gonna get on a chair. Right now I have a couch here, so I'm gonna get on my futon. You're gonna scoot to the end. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, and you're going to just raise one leg and then drop. So what you wanna do here is you wanna point your toe, because that's gonna flex your quads. If you flex your foot, you're going to start to feel that up the back of your leg. Okay, so you want to point your toe, then bring it down and relax. And then again, you're going to raise all the way out straight, really flex, really squeeze the top of your leg there, and come on down. Now you're going to try it with the other leg, and you're going to notice that one leg is stronger than the other. But this is a really good way. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Don't slouch, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Keep your back flat. Little hold at the top, and drop. Squeeze, and drop. So you're gonna do about 10 reps per leg. And once these start to feel a little bit easy to you, you can add ankle weights. So start with 1 pound or 2 pound ankle weights, and then move your way up to 5 pounds. As you start to get stronger, you do want to keep progressing. But really, really squeeze at the top, hold for about 1 second, come back down. All right, so another exercise you can do, this is for your hamstring. So we worked the quad muscle, now we're gonna work the hamstring muscle. So you can grab onto something if you want for balance, or you can just stand, and you're just going to raise your foot up and drop. Now when you raise your foot up, you want to squeeze at the top, flex your foot, so don't point your toe here, you want to flex your foot, and drop. Nice and slow, little squeeze, and slow on the way down. Now what you want to do here is keep your knee straight down. So you don't want your knee to move at all. Now if you're a little tight in your hips and your quads, you're going to have a tendency to let your knee come forward like this, and you don't want to do that. You want to keep your knees together. Okay, so make sure that that knee doesn't move. It stays locked next to your other knee, pointing straight down, which is why you might need something to hold on to. Squeeze and drop. And when you start to get really good at these and it's not hard anymore, you can use an ankle weight and add some resistance. Another great exercise to work your calves is just the calf raise, up, down. So you're going to do a little hold at the top. You can hang on to something like a chair if you need some balance, but you really want to get all the way up in your toes, little pause at the top, little hold. For all of these exercises, you want to do, 10 to 12 reps per leg, and you can also do one leg calf raises. If you want to focus a little bit more, make it a little harder, and you can also hold on to a weight if you are progressing and you need to make it harder as well. All right, moving on to some stretches. I have a towel here. You can use a towel, you can use a band, you can use a dog leash, you can use a belt, so anything that you can use to provide tension. I have a towel here. So the first thing that we're going to do is stretch out our calf muscle. So you're going to wrap this around the ball of your foot. You're going to relax your foot, sit up nice and tall. You're going to relax your foot, and then you're going to pull back. You're going to pull back on your foot. Now you want the pressure to be against the ball of your foot. So not your toes, not the arch of your foot or the heel. You want to make sure that that band or the towel is right around the ball of your foot. That's going to give you the best stretch, and you're just going to pull back. You're going to hold for about 15, 30 seconds and relax. And you're going to repeat that 3 times. You can really feel this one. All right, so you're going to do that 3 times on both feet. Now we're going to do an assisted a knee bend with the towel. So again, wrap the towel around the ball of your foot. You're going to pull it in as you let your knee bend and drop. And this is just an assisted mobility movement. If you have especially severe arthritis or knee pain, this can help get that knee joint moving. You're going to do about 10 of these per leg. All right, this next exercise or stretch is called a short arc quad exercise. You're going to ball up your towel, or you can use a foam roller too if you have one of those, something that is going to lift your knee up off the ground. All right, and then you're going to let your other knee just kind of bend in comfortably. And you're going to relax this leg, and then you're going to go ahead and lift it up as high as you can, squeezing your quad and drop. So lift, squeeze, and rest. Lift. So you hold at the top for a couple of seconds and then drop. You're going to do about 10 of these per side. All right, so another great one for the hamstrings is going to be on the floor. And you're going to just lift up, pushing through your heels, raise and drop. So you're just squeezing at the top and drop. You don't want your feet to be too close to your butt here, because the closer your feet are to your butt, the more you're actually working your butt. And we want to work your hamstrings here. So you want your feet to be a little bit further out. Okay, so instead of your feet being here, we want them out to right about there. And you're going to feel it more in your hamstrings. Little squeeze at the top. All right, so we're gonna work our hamstrings again. So you're gonna go ahead and lay down, and you're just going to raise your heel to your butt and drop nice and slow. You wanna flex your foot, squeeze, and drop. Now here you can use an ankle weight if you want a little more resistance. You really only need about 5 pounds at the most. Again, you're going to do about 10 to 12 of these per side. Next, we're going to stretch our hamstrings. Everyone knows this one. You just lean forward till you feel a stretch. What you don't want to do is bend your back. So everyone wants to reach their toes, so they bend over and they arch them round, they round their back. What you want to do is keep your back up nice and straight and just lean forward. This is as far as I can go. I'm a little tight in my hamstrings, but I'm not bending forward to get to my toes, okay? Stay up nice and tall and just reach down as far as you can. Hold the stretch for about 15 seconds. Come back, and then repeat that 3 times. So another great strengthening exercise we can do is a lunge, but it's nothing too deep, so we're not going all the way down. This is just a short lunge. So you're just gonna get nice and wide, and you're just gonna come forward and back. Very, very short movement. And you're gonna do all your reps, 10 reps on one side, 10 on the other. And what I'm not doing is I'm not going over my toe, okay? That's too far. You just want to kind of dip and come up. So you're starting back a little ways, and you're coming down, up. Very small movement. Not this. That's wrong. Don't go over your toe. So just enough that you feel the burn after a few reps on your hand or your quads right here. All right, same thing with the squat. Squats are hard on your knees, but we're just gonna do a little one. They're called safe squats. So basically, that's all you're doing. You're really barely going down at all, but it's just enough to activate the muscles. Just enough to get them working. So there you go. Those are the best stretches and exercises you can do to keep all the muscles loose and strong that surround your knee joint, to keep it healthy and fit, and to help manage some of that pain. It's really hard to get rid of something like arthritis and knee pain, but you can manage it, you can make it better, you can make it easier to live with, and you can do those exercises that you fear doing because of the pain. You don't want to not be able to work out, not feel like you can reach your health and fitness goals or your weight loss goals because you feel like you can't work out, because you're worried about the pain or the injury that might occur due to your bad knees. There's always something you can do. If you are consistent and you apply this little routine that we just went through today, you do the stretches, you do the little exercises, all you need to spend is about 10 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, and just be consistent with it. And you will notice that you will have a huge reduction in pain, and you'll be able to do some of those exercises. You will be able to squat a little lower and do some walking lunges and some things you didn't think you could do before. So give it a try. Leave a comment below if you have a question about anything that we talked about today, or shoot me a message if you want to chat on a more personal level, and I would be happy to help you figure out how you can work this into your routine and get the results you're looking for.